Sanremo, Italy's city of flowers in the shadow of the maritime Alps, the scene of this crucial round of the World Rally Championship. It's a rally not so much for the drivers as the driven, the cars themselves. The next 6 days could decide the manufacturer's title. Marco Alén, a past winner at Sanremo, knows that if Lancia win the rally, they win the series, and they've entered no less than 8 cars driven by people like Fieri, Bettega and last year's world champion, Walter Röhrl. Hannu Mikkola leads the Audi challenge. They've entered 4 turbocharged 4-wheel drive Quattros for Mikkola, Blomqvist, Mouton and the French tarmac expert Bernard Darniche. So Audi against Lancia, the scene set for a terrific battle. On the first tarmac special stages in the mountains high above Sanremo, last year's winner Stig Blomqvist leads the pack, but it's Walter Röhrl setting the pace with Voldigaard's Ferrari in pursuit. Vatanen leads the Opel challenge in his Manta 400. That rear body damage shows he's already been off the road. Soon Audi are in trouble. Power steering failures are slowing Blomqvist and Mikkola. On tarmac, the Lancia pace is devastating. The Italian sports cars, led by Röhrl, hold the first 7 places. The nearest challenger is the Rothmans Opel of Toivonen, the young Finnish driver, with Britain's Fred Gallagher alongside him. Thousands line the roadside, with Toivonen a particular favourite of the Italian crowds. By the end of the first section, Mouton is the fastest Audi driver in 10th place. On Monday morning, the rally reaches the dirt roads of Tuscany, and with that, so Lancia's domination begins to fade as the rough roads favour the Audis, but Röhrl still leads. Teammate Bettega is second. Alén is 4th and gaining. Taberton is 6th. Fieri is 5th. One of the surprises of the rally is the performance of Biasion, a member of the Italian junior team and leader in the European Championship. He's an amazing 3rd behind Röhrl and Bettega. Henry Toivonen is also driving splendidly in the comparatively outdated Opel Manta. Dario Cerrato, another member of the Italian junior team in his Opel Manta, is urged on by the home crowd. The other Rothmans Opel of Ari Vatanen has been delayed by a puncture and a gearbox change. Meanwhile, the Audis are really coming back. Mouton soon takes advantage of the slippery conditions and fights her way to 3rd. Voldigaard too is competitive, but his Ferrari is soon to go out with a blown engine. Blomqvist is the quickest man at this point, setting 10 fastest times in a row. In the dusty vineyards, it's now Röhrl's turn to hit trouble. The Lancia's supercharger fails and he drops to 16th place, allowing Alén to take the lead as the cars head towards Siena in the gathering dusk. Toivonen gets a welcome from the fans. He's driving an inspired rally, but after working his way up to third place, disaster strikes and he drops to sixth at the end of the day.
Henry, very bad luck. What's happened to slow you down?
We had a puncture, and it's maybe one of the roughest days on this rally, and we went quite slowly, the rough bit, and then 400 meters on the good road we had a puncture, so it's typical my luck.
Dawn in the ancient walled city of Siena. The square is famous for the Il Palio horse race, but today's horsepower comes from the rally survivors waiting for the start of the third section. The leader Alén is first through the gravel stages as they go deep into Chianti country. But now the Lancia is pursued by the Audis of Mouton, Blomqvist and Mikkola. Toivonen is down in sixth place, but catching the leaders fast, and soon he goes past Bettega's Lancia. Vatanen in the second Opel is still putting up impressive times to make up for his earlier misfortunes. But hard as he tries, he can't match the tremendous battle ahead of him between Lancia and Audi. With 6 Lancias still in the top 10, the pressure is on Audi. They know they must take the lead before the gravel stages end at Pisa. After then, it's tarmac to the finish, and on that, the Lancias are unstoppable. In the midst of it all, the 2 Rothmans Opels are putting their stamp on the rally. But with Röhrl now joining Toivonen to force the pace, the 1983 Sanremo rally will not be Audi's. In 2 stages, they lose half their team. Mikkola is out after a fire, while Michel Mouton's car struggles to complete the stage with a sick engine as Vatanen closes.
When we start, the engine was not running, and but we can go very difficultly, but we can go, and now they find it was the sensor for the temperature of the air in the turbo was cut, so it was not running well.
So right from the start of that stage, was it?
Yes, 1 kilometer after the start, and of course it was the longest one.
The car just took fire on the back of the car, and it was burning completely.
Oh dear. Yeah. Is it the same trouble? No, obviously not the same trouble as
no,
in
this
Finland,
time.
then. Is
this
it back
time
this
it was back this time, and we didn't know this, of course, before. It was fire was so big that we couldn't get it out anymore.
And you were driving along, and
yeah,
you noticed the flames?
No, we didn't notice them before, car stopped. And of course, when it stopped, it was fire already inside and everywhere. So obviously, we had been driving quite many kilometers to fire back, yes.
So what did you do?
We just tried to put it out, but it was too late, so whole car burned.
At the front, it's still Alén. Even with sweeper cars clearing the way of spectators and loose rocks, the strain on the leaders is beginning to show.
Kartta.
Marco, is everything okay?
Okay, yes. In big problem all today is too much in graveling road. I open all the time road, Take it very difficult, very, very slippery. I pay many. I don't know how.
How far ahead of Stig are you now then?
Maybe in 2 minutes. Something 2 minutes. I don't know exactly, but Stig is going also very well.
But there isn't much more gravel left now in this rally though, Marco.
I hope, yes. Now it's up, I don't know, 6 days and after finishing traveling. For me, it's very hard.
Pisa is rest day for the rally, a rest the teams desperately need. No sightseeing here. The drivers and mechanics sleep and prepare for the last 2 days. Alén's Lancia is the first car away under the shadow of the Leaning Tower. Blomqvist follows, but by now Röhrl has moved back to 3rd place as the circus moves north again to Sanremo and tarmac. Back in the mountains, Lancia take over once again. A 2-minute penalty for failing to start a stage at the correct time keeps Röhrl in 2nd place, while Blomqvist and Vatanen were to crash on the last night. Toivonen is the only driver to stay with Lancia, but his Opel is on the limit. As the leaders head down the hillside into Sanremo for the final time, the Manta is struggling with a blown cylinder head gasket as Henri Toivonen nurses the car to the finish in 4th place. In the end, it's a Lancia 1-2-3, and that secures the 1983 World Manufacturers title. It's the 2nd Sanremo win for Alén, and he could yet still go on to win the World Drivers' Championship.
There's the current position with 2 rounds to go, the Ivory Coast Rally and the RAC Rally. As you see, it's very tight indeed.